Hello everyone, welcome back to your English language class. Today we are going to start a new topic which is about the infinitive. Now what is an infinitive? It is a non-finite verb which is generally preceded by the very word to. So we can easily identify if in our sentence the very word to is written over there, that very to will be our infinitive. Non-finite verb means the very verb which is not limited in persons or in number. That very word or verb will be called as non-finite. For example, the boy likes to swim. In this, which will be very infinitive? To. This will be your infinitive. Now, infinitive has two types. Noun infinitive and qualifying infinitive. From the name itself, it is very easy to judge that noun infinitive means the very infinitive which is used like a noun, a very verb which will work like a noun, right? For example, he is about to study. Here it is used as a noun infinitive, this very infinitive. Then the qualifying infinitive. Qualifying, we all know that what does the very word which qualifies is known as, it's also known as adjective, right? It describes about. So here similarly, when the infinitive is used to qualify a noun, a verb or an adjective, that infinitive will be known as qualifying infinitive. For example, he came to eat. Here your infinitive is to, but it is used as a qualifying infinitive. How? It is qualifying the very verb came. Now the following are the uses of the infinitives. It is used as a subject of the verb. For example, see the sentence, to study is our duty. Here it is used as a subject. As an object of the verb, similarly as the complement of the verb. Complement of the verb means the very word which will clear the meaning of the verb in the sentence. That will be known as the complement of the verb. My habit is to study. What is my habit? It is to study. Your verb was this, habit, so it has been complementing that very verb. As the object of a preposition. In this sentence, see, he is about to go. Here preposition is about and it is qualifying this. So it is used as an object of the preposition. Now there are some cases where verbs will not be, this very word to will not be used, it will be omitted. Those very cases are, it will not be used with these verbs like see, hear, feel, know, all these very words. Then after the auxiliary verbs are also known as helping verbs. Is, are, am, shall, will, all the very verbs. After these very auxiliary verbs, to will not be used. After but and then and similarly in all these situations. Now the next comes the participles. What are participles? Participle is a word which is partly a verb and partly as an adjective when it is used in a sentence. It has both the qualities over there. See the example, seeing the police, the thief ran away. Here which very word is participle? It is seeing. Because here it is working as an verb also and as an adjective also. Seeing, from the verb we can see that it is made from the very verb see. It is form of that very verb and it is also describing that how the thief ran away at which very particular time, after seeing the police. So it is partly behaving as a verb and partly behaving as an adjective. So this word will be participle. Now there are two types of the participles, present participles and the past participle. It is very easy to identify. Present participle will end up with the very word ing, as it was in this very example also. And the past participle will be identified. It will be in the third form of the verb. For example, I found him tired. Here verb was tired. It has been used in third form. So it is your past participles. And where this present participles and past participles are used, it can be used in adjective, object, subject, complement, adjective phrases. It can be used to express an earlier action or as an absolute phrases. Similarly, past participle is also used in all the above mentioned cases, and apart from that, it is also used to form the passive voice and to form the perfect tense. So please do write these rules and regulations on your English 1's copy and please try to solve your assignment. Thank you.